All right, good afternoon. My name is Adam Haley. I'm a product manager for our booms products here at Genie Industries, and I'm going to be talking to you about our Genie SX180, the largest telescopic boom that Genie makes. I'm going to start at the platform and move down the boom and chassis down to the drive chassis, cover kind of a bunch of the features and specs of the machine. Starting at the platform, we have a standard 8-foot gate, 8-foot platform with a gate and a half mesh insert here. We have a bunch of options that are available for this platform that are actually available for a lot of our other products too, though. So a lot of consistency in the availability of options for the different product families. You can get a panel cradle or glazier kit. You can get pipe cradles. You can get aircraft protection on just about all of our boom products, and as well as this half mesh gated insert. Unique to the SX180 is the additional option for an anemometer. This is here for the unique aspect of the machine, 180-foot working height, and so the anemometer gives our operators a little bit of comfort in the while they're working at 180 feet. The machine is rated to 28 miles an hour, and the anemometer will chirp at about 15 miles an hour, and then continually increase that persistence of the chirping until you reach a steady tone of 28 miles an hour to let you know that you're working beyond the safe operating wind speed. Although 28 miles an hour at 180 feet is going to probably be something that you're going to notice right away anyways. So one of the features that we like to highlight on the SX180 here is our 10-foot jib. Couple things to note: it's a fully steel construction, and it does rotate even at a full 180 feet. It rotates 30 degrees in each direction for a total of 60 degrees, and that allows the operator with the 10 foot of outreach on the jib to precisionally place the platform in the working area. This is especially important when you're at 180 feet. The machine does drive at height, so you can drive at the full 180 feet. However, it is a little bit more comfortable, a little more easy for the operator to precisely place the platform using the jib and platform rotation capabilities. The jib has an articulation, like I said, of 30 degrees in each direction, and then 135 degrees in the up and down motion. The platform capacity is 750 pounds. And that's 750 pounds through the entire range of motion. So all the way up to 180 feet, all the way out to 80 feet of outreach. So 750 pound capacity, 2-person capacity, allows our customers and end users to maximize the productivity while in operating this machine. Moving down the jib to the rotator here. The jib rotator is actually a worm drive rotation system. So it's a slew ring with a worm drive. This provides precision control over the positioning as well as low maintenance. There is a Zerk grease fitting on the backside that allows you to very quickly maintain the integrity of the worm drive. Down into the 5-section boom here, we have a 5-section steel box tube design with 100 KSI steel. High strength steel allows us to be more efficient in the design of the machine and keep the weight of the machine down. The weight of this machine is 55,000 pounds. 55,000 pounds coupled with its compact size means that we can actually transport this machine, this very large machine, very easily on standard tractor trailers. So it's very transportable, and that was one of the key design aspects of developing this very large machine. Moving down, you're going to see in our extend system here, all of our cables and string pots and everything are internal to the boom system, so they're protected and out of the way when you're operating the machine. And even though they're internal to the boom system, maintenance on them is actually very straightforward. we have a cartridge design system for our cylinder and cables, so that the cylinder and cables all come out as one package out the rear of the boom. This makes replacement of the boom cables very straightforward, much less time consuming. Replacement of a cable system on this type of a product on other machines may be in the range of 3 days or so. We can do it in just about 4 or 5 hours. You'll see we have our external, the single external cylinder here for our primary lift or primary extend. This cylinder is responsible for extending this number 1 section, and then internal to the boom we have another cylinder that controls the extend for our 2, 3, 4, 5 sections. Moving down to the swing chassis here, I do want to highlight that the swing chassis has accessibility from a service standpoint to all of the major components that require servicing and or maintenance. All of the filters, high pressure filters, low pressure filters, engine components are easily accessible. The engine tray will swing out with the removal of 1 bolt, will swing out 60 degrees so you can get to the back of the engine tray as well as to the interior of the machine. This machine is equipped with a Tier 4 interim D2011 LO4i turbo Deutz engine. This engine has no after treatment requirements. When it does go Tier 4 final in 2015, the only after treatment required is a DOC, a diesel oxidation catalyst. This is because we are under the 75 horsepower limit on the engine class. So that means low maintenance, no maintenance on the DOC, no DPF, no SCR, no extra requirements on the maintenance of the machine once it goes Tier 4 final in 2015. The 74 horsepower is still plenty sufficient to power this machine. We can actually achieve a full maximum height of 180 feet in just under 4 minutes. So productivity, even with the right-sized engine, the smaller engine package, allows us to really keep the machine as simple and straightforward as possible. I'm going to bring you around onto the other side where we're going to talk about the control system and some of the hydraulics. So this machine utilizes our ALC 1000 control system. It's a control system that's found in all of our larger booms. The key of the controls is straightforward operation and intuitive design. So you're going to see that the pictograph on this machine is very straightforward. Anybody who's been trained to operate these machines will be able to approach this machine just like they would an S60 or an S80, and they'd be able to understand exactly what's going on with this machine and how to operate it. One of the beauties of the simplicity of this machine is that the control system at the platform as well is basically identical to our S60 with the inclusion of 1 extra joystick for the drive system, the axle extend and retract switches, and then basically just the jib function joystick. Otherwise, it's basically an S60 drive system and control system. Under the covers here we have again a focus on serviceability and access. All of the hydraulic manifolds are accessible through either the covers on the engine or hydraulic side or through the chassis access points, as well as access to the interior of the turntable where maintenance is achieved through 1 single Zerk fitting to allow oil to be or grease to be applied to the slew bearing, and then hydraulics again accessible through this port on the side. Moving on to our chassis, bring around to the other side. One of the key aspects of the design of this product was making sure that a product of this size was still transportable. This X chassis design is our second iteration of this innovation. We actually came out with a similar style or a previous iteration on our ZX 135 product. The improvements we've made to the design on Rev 2 include being able to accommodate the manufacturer of this product by by changing from a cast axle to a welded box structure. And then also some configuration changes to the chassis allowed us to achieve an even better footprint, more efficient footprint style, and allowed us to get to the 16-foot 6-inch footprint that was required to achieve 180 feet and 80 feet of outreach. This machine does weigh 55,000 pounds, so getting it onto a trailer is actually very straightforward and means that there's no over width permits, no over height permits, just overweight in some areas. So no over width or over height permits. The design of this chassis allows us to utilize the 4 different steer modes that you would be familiar with on some of our other large products. So that's 4-wheel drive, crab steer, coordinated steer, 2-wheel front steer, 2-wheel rear steer. So 4 different drive modes that allow moving this machine in very tight spaces with very little problems at all. Couple that with the low tail swing of the machine at 3 feet 6 inches. This machine is definitely very maneuverable, very adept at precision control and positioning. Some of the considerations we've made in our chassis design: we do have a single hydraulic cylinder for the extend and retract of the axles, and the hoses and hydraulics are all protected by steel covers, which provides lower service incidences with when used in harsh environments. So we definitely want to keep into consideration the serviceability of the machine and the protection of the hydraulic points and electrical points. Again, this machine is capable of significant outreach, significant height, all with that 750 pounds of access, or 750 pounds of platform capacity through the full range of motion. That covers everything that I want to talk to you about today, and if you guys have any questions, I'd be happy to answer.